I think I'm gonna build my house on top of this little fin here. I had a shark fin base on the old Feed the Beast server, and so I'm just gonna set my thing up, my little house right here. So my base right now is a square, which is not supposed to be a judgment on how up and hip with the pop cultures I am. But I still haven't seen Gangnam Style yet, so I think that qualifies.
Yeah, I haven't watched that video.
It just hasn't come up.
That's crazy.
I,
Oh,
I Joe,
The
I
the
don't
buzz
think
for
I've
that
done it
really
either.
died out.
I don't think I've seen it either.
y-
Not like the original. I've seen like one person's
I've seen
video,
like
but
clips of people at a dance club while it plays, just like 3 or 4 seconds, but like that's it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not been.
One of the things that internet culture now has is the low budget spoof, where anything kind of new and popular gets these low budget spoofs, and it's not like there's one or two of them. There's a lot of them, and a lot of it's cringeworthy as well. I think.
Yeah,
Like,
most things
Oh yeah,
are.
like okay, hey, do you like The Matrix?
I love The Matrix. I think they're a fantastic movie.
Well, it's time for a
Well,
low budget
movies.
spoof. Izuma, I know kung fu. You've been
Okay,
low
getting.
budget spoofed.
I'm getting materials. I'll be back in a sec.
Your new catchphrase. You've been low budget spoofed.
We should totally low budget spoof loads of things.
Oh yeah,
Just on
we could do a
Hermitcraft.
whole Minecraft low budget spoof series. It's like what's
Oh no.
literally any other film.
Literally,
Lord of
oh
the
my
Rings.
god! Now we're on the.
Yeah, no, this is how low budget it is. It's like, Isuma, if you don't get on that plane, you're gonna regret it, kid. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday, for the rest of your life. Boom, low budget spoofed.
Wait,
Take
what
that.
movie was that?
Casablanca, the greatest film.
Oh
like,
my god! Really?
oh, okay. This is coming from the guy who hasn't seen Gangnam Style yet.
I have not seen that movie.
It's kind of a,
Zuma, it's kind of a thing. You might want to get on that.
you're gonna watch that movie and you're gonna be like, wow, there's
You're gonna watch
lines in
that
this
movie,
from everything else I've
Maybe not
ever
today,
seen.
Maybe not tomorrow, but soon.
I can give it a watch. Yeah. Is
Also-
it on Netflix?
Probably.
It probably is. Yeah.
Another film that a lot of people overlook while we're talking about classic film is Lawrence of Arabia.
Oh, I love that movie.
It's so good. So, kids,
Yeah.
if you're watching this at home, you should really watch Lawrence of Arabia. Here's a quick low-budget spoof. But without artillery, how will they defend themselves? Yeah, you're done. Low-budget spoof.
Bish bash bosh done.
Can I get your opinions on something here? This path is kind of on a slope, and what I've done is, well, if you come over here,
I'm kind of
I
in
can
my
see
own
it from
base,
there.
my original
Okay.
base, trying to.
I
Kill
think I'm
cows.
just going to make the change, and it'll be all right. But the gradient is kind of sharp every so often. I'm going to change it.
Kill the cows. I'm actually trying to get food because I'm starving, believe it or not.
Hey, what's that thing that has be the change you want to see in the world? I think that's just Gandhi. Boom,
Yeah, that
low-budget
is just-
spoof.
Oh, Joe.
That's like that Michael Jackson song. If you want to make a world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change.
Man in the mirror.
Yes. Oh,
I,
Oh,
I
that's
think
fine.
I think we may have gone out of our key demographic there.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
I
Michael
was
Jackson's a real
watching-
thriller.
Oh, Joe.
I was watching a video by, I think it was Good and BOO, and those guys, they love Michael Jackson. And I sort of read the comments a bit and noticed that there is like a real generational gap there,
Massive.
and
It's
it's
ridiculous.
quite scary. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, at school, you can make references and just completely oblivious. Quite scary how fast.
Well,
don't
don't worry,
understand.
TV tropes will remember forever.
That's partly what scares me.
He was the biggest selling artist of all time. Like no one's overtaken him. Very likely no one ever will. And I don't think like time moves on, these kids don't see like the kind of impact he had on the world with his music, and now I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
I do, and you see it on a regular basis. It's can be quite. It makes you feel old.
See, I'm okay with it because it gives the kids room in their lives to enjoy what we make. Like, if a kid was like, I've got to go listen to every best-selling album ever constructed since 1923. I'm going to start with this swing, move into this jazz. There's a little bit of blues here. Okay, now I'm catching up to the 40s and 50s. Oh, hey, Buddy Holly doesn't have one of those cool synthesizers yet, so he's using a xylophone for the synthesizer part of a song. That's kind of neat. And then, by the time they're dead, they're like, oh, maybe I'll watch a video by Zombie Cleo.
That's fantastic.
I'm okay with this. We directly benefit from these kids not having time to know who the Beatles are. I mean, they might be the Beatles. I don't know. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Yeah, that's so very true.
Oh, Joe.
Very true.
Joe. Positive spin on everything.
Well, no, I mean, if it benefits me, then yeah, I can spin it positively. Otherwise, yeah, it's terrible. Like forest fires, right? Those in no way benefit me. So, only you can prevent forest fires. Boom, Smokey the Bear, low budget spoof.
Well, it really depends because forest fires actually clear way for new trees to grow, and they're vital in, for example, like the large, is it the sequoias? Forest fires are vital for them, so they actually improve your landscape as well.
Well, Cleo, when you think about it, isn't the collective memory loss of the great artistic legends a forest fire for our collective communal soul?
Good point. No, I disagree.
That is something to think about there. Like, a lot of great culture and work has been made throughout the ages, and it's sort of slowly being forgotten about.
Well, or it was literally
Some
destroyed in, like, the fire of Alexandria.
Yeah, that as well.
Good job, library. Way to collect
it.
all the knowledge so that you could be destroyed. Like, double
It
claps.
was really their fault, to be honest.
Well, they literally would inspect ships that came into the port and steal their books if they didn't have a copy. And then and then the whole library burns. It's like, great. Oh, come on.
They just weren't thinking it through, to be honest, were they?
Librarians so rarely do. It's amazing they got that Dewey Decimal System together. Although I'd like to point out that was not a collective decision. There's pretty much just one guy who made that. Mr. Decimal. Big deal. Might have heard of him.
That guy.
I don't know that I'm building a house at this point. I'm just kind of putting down whatever blocks were in my inventory until I get further and further away from the creepers.
Oh, you know what I've got to do? I've got to take a bed there that's mine. My bed.
Yeah, I haven't.
There's
I
one
haven't
on the
done
ground
that yet.
here you can have.
Oh yeah, let's just take a random bed on the ground that somebody might have slept in.
Oh, I've broken it now, so...
Well, too bad for
Didn't think about
D-Mac.
that.
Don't die.
Sucks to be them. I'm honestly just waiting
this
for my
guy
food
can't
to
get
cook.
past the chest. That's amazing. He's been defeated by a chest.
Well, chest-high walls defeat people on the Half-Life 2 engine all the time, so this is really not that different.
Hello.
Hello.
You seeing this? Oh! I just got hit in the side of my head.
Your head.
I can tell by the way
Yes.
you're talking. You have been hitting me head. Or hitting the meat. I can't tell which.
For an English bloke, that's pretty much the
Stand in
same
there.
thing. Okay, on my way back with food.
Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't seen this building from the outside yet, but I have a feeling it's going to be really bad looking.
They always are until you faff with them.
Yeah,
so it doesn't make a difference.
I'm going to color a bunch of the clay. I was just like, I've got too much stuff in my inventory, and I don't want to leave it all in the box, because I should protect the box before I leave everything.
You mean the chest, right?
Yeah, the chest full of my stuff. So, like, I don't want to just leave a chest full of my stuff on the ground, because a creeper will blow it up or something.
They will do that.
They're little tinkers, aren't they?
Ah!
Okay, so here's the moment of truth. I'm coming down to the valley floor to take a look at my beautiful house. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's not really supposed to be anything, so I succeeded at that. I don't know.
Succeeded at something. Yay!
Yay! Victory lap. Let's run around Asuma. Where is he?
I'm over here.
Woo! Victory lap around Asuma. Woo! I think I got some experience somehow. How did that happen? Asuma's over here exuding experience.
Kitty temporary bridge, go!
Howdy, Cleo. That's quite the temporary bridge you seem to be constructing up there.
I know. I feel that I think it's mandatory for people to get the idea of what I'm going to be doing.
So,
how I'm going to be destroying their lives.
How temporary a bridge is it exactly? Is that wood you're constructing it out of? I can't tell from over here.
Yes, it is. It's either wood or really bad orange clay.
Also, Asuma, could I borrow flint and steel real quick?
I do not have a flint and steel on me. We had
Okay, well, I'm going to go back to my
Actually,
base.
no, I do. Sorry. Here you go. Disaster. But of course, around here, there's gravel everywhere.
Yay, temporary.
Totally temporary.
Totally temporary. Gone, like, maybe 30, 40 seconds from now.
Maybe less temporary than that.
Well, it's already on fire.
Okay. Time to die. Time to die.
I'm just kidding, Cleo.
I'm not.
Oh,
I see why you wanted that flint and steel now.
Yeah, I was like,
terrorize.
when I ask if something's made out of wood or not, and then I ask for a flint and steel, pro tip, I'm probably about to set whatever you're working on fire. And luckily, I've got my, several potions here in case Cleo is serious. Strength, speed, fire resistance.
Can this
Your
go
day
diagonal?
will come, Joe. It will
That's the
come.
question.
Why did I just make three
Benchmarking.
flipping... Yeah, I just made a workbench.
That's something that I've heard people have been doing, like achievement hunting.
Why would you achievement hunt in Minecraft?
To get the Xbox Live
Whoa.
points.
It's something to do, I guess.
Can't really argue with that.
My thing with achievements is I've yet to see... Well, there probably is one of these games. Nothing comes to mind, but a kind of game where the achievements like add a real sense of challenge to the game. Whereas they seem to be in most games just this kind of, hey, get all the achievements and play the game a ridiculous amount of time and you'll have 100%, but, you know, that's it.
Yeah, there are very few things that I actually bother with achievements on.
Well, one of the reasons that people do achievements from a developer standpoint is that on Steam and Xbox Live, they get stats back on how many people complete each achievement or what percentage of people. So, for example, that way you put an achievement at the beginning of the second act of your game and you can tell how many players reach the second act.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Although I'm sure some of the games in the past would have had anonymous...
Anonymous, yeah.
Anonymous, however that's said, usage statistics, but maybe not.
Well, this is
Maybe
collected
they're never
automatically
doing
by
that.
Steam and Xbox, so
Yeah.
it's super convenient for the devs because you get a report from Microsoft.
Can outside people look at it as well? Like, can I go and find out how much people have been playing this game and that game?
You know, I'm not sure if the achievements come into play there, but like publishers are welcome to share that information, but I don't think Microsoft gives it away without their permission.
Yeah. I platinumed a game once on the PlayStation. That's when you get all of them, and it was just like,
Now
what
what?
was the point of that? Yeah. Although it was
yeah.
a good game, so I wasn't complaining. Little Big Planet.
I've never had like the system to play those ones on, and I've always intended to. But you know,
If you like Minecraft, you're probably going to get along with that game because it's
no,
it's
I
got a
don't. I
level
hate
editor.
Minecraft. Minecraft sucks.
Why am I even playing this game?
Oh, I got a care package from Asuma here. Thank you, Asuma.
Are you back at your base?
Yeah, I went back to get ender pearls because I don't have enough of those, and that's a really lame thing to not have.
Your video the other day, and I thought, oh, you missed the care package then.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't see it until just now.
I don't think did. I leave you a message on Skype?
No.
I probably didn't.
You left everyone a message on Skype.
Yeah, sometimes I miss people. I don't know how that happens.
Oh, sorry. No, it's fine. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. It's Yes, your one is personalised with books and feathers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, I thought you'd like that for your storytelling.
I do appreciate that indeed. And so maybe I'll make my tower a story tower out of all the books I now have.
Could do that.
And I should also put ender pearls into my ender chest so I don't keep running out and having to come back here. That would be a smart thing.
Yeah, but that would be unlike you.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember. It's like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ender pearls in the ender chest and then forget to refill my inventory and just run back to the new spawn with a half-empty inventory.
Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds exactly like what I would do.
Yeah, I've really been itching to get the new Pokemon because speaking of games with completion, I love Pokemon, but because I don't really feel comfortable putting it up on YouTube because of the copyright thing with Nintendo, I'm just like, I can't really justify. Also, I can't afford it, so it's like I feel better about not being able to afford it because I also can't play it on YouTube. But what I've been doing, though, whenever I get really like frustrated that I can't have a new game, I go and I research the game Go, and because I'm terrible at it, and it takes like decades to learn to play properly, and so
Isn't that a strategy game?
yeah, it's a Chinese well, I think it's from China, but it's very popular in Japan and Korea as well, and it's like 3,000 years old or something, and it's not computer solvable.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's super hard, and there's a ton of stuff. And so whenever I start being like, man, I really want to play Pokemon or whatever, I'll go ahead and I'll just be like, okay, well, I'm just going to look up some stuff on Go and play a few rounds of that, and then remember, oh, I'm terrible at games. I probably don't deserve Pokemon. I feel better.
Yeah, I used to play Go. The reason the computer can't do it is because the nature of the game provides an extremely large amount of possibilities, and so for a computer's AI to work, it has to be able to predict what's going to happen. So, for example, with a game like chess, it can sort of estimate all of the available options and how the game could unfold, and then it picks the best one based on what move you do. Whereas with Go, there's so many million possibilities, it can't calculate them quick enough.
Oh yeah,
and
and
therefore you can't really have an AI for it.
And with chess, you can only have like 16 pieces that you could possibly move, and only so many legal moves for any of them at a given time.
Exactly,
Whereas in
yeah.
Go, since you can play anywhere on the board at any time, it's just it's super hard. And especially extrapolating out, like you said, there's just too many possibilities for it to be effective. Now the thing is, I'm so bad at Go that the computer can still beat me when I play on like my phone, which means I'm not good at Go. But Cleo, have you seen It's a Beautiful Mind or whatever with Russell Crowe?
Yes.
Yeah, the game that he
I've
gets
seen
really
that one.
mad and throws on the floor, and he goes, "The game is flawed." Hey, what is that? Low budget spoof. Next problem. But yeah, that's
Bringing
Go.
it back.
Bringing it back. We are a low budget spoof machine here at Hermitcraft.
What I'm worried about.
I'm worried about these zombies. I look up
There
and
is
there's
a
just a
lot of
couple of them
zombies, isn't there?
marching their way in.
That's why the first thing I did was construct an insanely ugly tower.
For you, you can have an arrow. You can have an arrow
In their face?
in their
Just-
face.
In their face. Okay, I now have a really shockingly bad staircase up to my first tower. If you can call it that. It's more like a stack of wood.
Well, I'm using my books that Isuma kindly gave me to decorate my tower, and it now looks even better and super classy.
Oh, you can rename items in an anvil, and then when you put them in an item frame, you'll be. By the way, item frames, if you click on them when they've got an item in, the item pops out and not the item frame. But you
Handy.
can name them, and looking at them will display the name. So
Yes,
if you have
that's
a
why I'm
book
going to do that with the soul.
with the soul. Oh
With
yeah,
the soul.
guy's
the
name
what?
Cthulhu or
Cthulhu. The mum.
Cthulhu.
He was like
There's no L.
history. Ow.
Is he actually a figure from history
Yes, he's
Alright.
the Great Pyramid of Giza.
of Giza?
Giza.
Hey, you old geezer!
He was the guy that commissioned that. I'm not going
Okay.
to say he built it because like thousands and thousands of slaves built it, but he's that guy.
Let me pretend I know what you're talking about while I Google it. Have a look. How's it spelt? What did you say? It was a temple?
It's
forgotten
the
all-
pyramids.
Like, you know how there's not a lot of wonders of the
that,
world?
You know how I teach
Music.
and there are kids that I have patience with? You've managed to destroy that.
Sorry,
Well done.
I just got bombarded with music from my player.
Joe, where are you going to... Are you just going to sit on that little ledge thing?
What do you mean? What little ledge thing?
This thing.
You
where
mean
you're
my-
building.
my
is
beautiful-
that going to be...
My home?
Yeah, is that going to be where your house is?
Yeah, I think.
Are you going to be on this little thing any time soon? Because I'm going to start putting stairs up.
What little thing? I see where you are down there. Or is that Asuma down there?
It's me.
Okay.
If I go straight up this side of the mountain, you're not going to get...
No, yeah,
not-
you have all the space in the world. I'm
Thank you.
building a terrible tower. A
All
tower
right,
of
Here's
terrible.
a question. Here's a question for you. Why don't they build pyramids anymore?
Okay, for one thing, when people die, we just pretend that we didn't really care as much about them as we did, rather than acknowledging our true feelings. And so we don't really honor our leaders in that way. Stiff upper lip and whatnot.
What Joe said.
Okay. I was only trolling.
You just want to see my head explode, don't you? Because you're getting that way, to be honest.
Yeah, I can tell. I'm sorry. I'll
It's
stop.
alright. I have more patience than that, I promise.
Cleo,
Much more.
have you seen the film The Page Master? It's got Macaulay
That was an old
Culkin.
cartoon, wasn't it?
Yeah, it has Macaulay Culkin in it.
I don't want to admit that I have, so no, but
Okay,
yes.
okay, fine. Well, never mind. I screwed it up. I made a painting instead of an item frame. I was gonna put a book labeled "Page Master Low Budget Spoof" in an item frame, and it's all gone. It's gone all appley, or Perry, or banani. I don't know. Whatever Biffa says.
Right, I'm going to bed now. It's late, and I'm going to continue working on this tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I might be off soon, actually.
Good night, Asuma. Rest
Night,
your weary
Zuma.
head.
See you later. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.